everybody, how's it going? Linda here, ACB in the hallway, and I just wanted to let you know what went on today and last night. So, after I did the Rafa 500 last night, I was in my garage trying to move stuff around, and I was sitting in a desk chair that I keep out there. So, I'm leaning forward trying to push something in to a shelf, which I guess I was sitting too far forward on the chair. The chair rolls out behind me, and I go down on the floor. And normally I wouldn't have been hurt at all. But, of course, the famous right knee strikes again. I have not been able to totally bend my right knee for years. But in the process of falling, it totally bent for the first time in years. And I saw stars. I hobbled around. I was fine. I got up, and I actually ended up underneath my car. And I was like, okay, this is an interesting view. But I didn't really feel like checking the rust at that time. So I got up and I came in the house and I started limping around. And so I grabbed a cane, which I haven't used in ages. And, I was sitting down. I took it easy the rest of the night for a change. This morning I got up and it felt really stiff. And I think what I did was I really stretched a tendon or pulled the tendon that's in front of the kneecap. So, normal people would take the day off, not worry about it, and just, relax and let things heal. Not me. No, I went right into trying to do a race because I saw on the event calendar that the Fearless race, it's 7 miles. I did it a lot last year, and it's a fun race. It's short, doable, and I figured, it's only 7 miles, I could do it. So I get on the bike. Could not pull, the upstroke was killing my knee. So I just kept going, and finally I realized if I sat far enough back on the saddle, I could actually pedal. So as if this wasn't enough to tell me, the signs of don't do it, I did it and I started, and this is how it started. Hey everybody, how's it going? Linda here is Zwifting with Granny with ACB, the surprisingly, suddenly knowledgeable assistant coach. First of all, thank you, ConvexServe. And then my computer told me that the drive was full and it could no longer record. That's not true, so I kept trying to get it going. When the gun ran off, when the timer went, whatever. When we started, I was able to stay with 2 other women, and then it goes down to the tunnel, and I'm sitting there finagling with the OBS trying to get it to work, and I go back to the main screen, and they are in the distance. So I do my time trial thing to catch up to them. And I figure I'm going to get, I don't know if I'm going to catch them because of the uphill out of the tunnel. Well, I did fine. In fact, after the uphill out of the tunnel, I ended up passing them both. So I just kept going. And I figured, this is a good time trial kind of practice. It's only 7 miles, whatever. And I'm just going to keep going because the knee is feeling doable. I could feel it, but it was doable. On that course, the worst section for me is when you come down toward the village and then you make a right past the pizza parlor, and then you go through the banner, and then you go over the bridge, and then there's this 5 to 6% uphill that never seems to end. That area is my stumbling block all the time. And I kept telling myself, if you get a feather, use it. Well, of course I didn't get a feather. Why would I get a feather when I actually needed it? I got the truck, the drafting boost, and I know it doesn't work unless you actually have somebody to draft off. But I pushed myself up the hill, and I told myself, at least if I could push myself up the hill, then the rest of it was doable for me. And I was doing fine, and I was looking at the list on the right of the riders, and I was gaining. I would never catch her because she was too far ahead. At the end, I think she was something like a minute and a half to 2 minutes ahead of me. There was no way I would catch her, but at least I was catching up to her a little quicker, and I was also putting a lot of distance behind the girl behind me. So I was pretty happy with that, and that's how I finished. And then I said, all right, let me see what wait a few minutes, wait till all the finishers actually finish and look. And I got 8th out of 12. For me, that's a first. But wait, it gets better. I go on Zwift Power and I actually finished 3rd in my category. Okay, it's because the other girls didn't sign up for Zwift Power and I am, but hey, a podium is a podium and I'll take it. I think it's my first podium. So what a way to end a year. I finished the Rafa 500 and I podium sort of kind of in a way, maybe slightly. Anyway, it was a fun thing for me to do and a fun finish. And I am going to take the rest of the day off and relax my stupid knee, which continually gives me problems, which will stop giving me problems, hopefully February 29th. Anyway, Happy New Year, everybody. Take care.